Poem is from my book Year of the Pomegranate, and it will speak to anyone who has ever tried to create anything and put it out in the world. Create space. Recently, I'm given a courtesy call by Roy, a publishing associate at the monolith of Create Space, the self-publishing arm of the bookseller Amazon. My account came to his attention as I have 2 incomplete volumes and 2 for sale that have garnered no sales. Roy is attentive and patient, almost tender, asking if I need any support to get those trailing titles up and running. I think of a cowpoke gently nudging the ponies who prefer to chew grass, gets them trotting back on the cattle drive. I am fine, I reassure him, wanting to save us both the embarrassment of oversharing. Don't divulge, I am actually questioning my purpose in life and thought the other books would sell. And now to write 2 more scenes, like building an addition on a house with a faulty foundation. Not only that, one of my tomes is about sex, and I am swallowed a stone, worried, imagining parents not wanting my young children over for play dates and my grown children not speaking to me. I don't burden Roy with my much debated decision to use a pen name or not, because I believe women should be able to have sex and be mothers. After all, that is how they became them. But I refrain from too much informationing and demur. I am in edits. Roy then asks me about the numbers of my other 2 titles, and I want to say, you know very well how the sales are going, because there on his computer screen is the same negative news I know, 2 big fat zeros in the January and February revenue columns. But I don't. Like a bald man who cracks bald jokes, or a heavy gal who makes sure you know she knows she is husky, I hit it head on. No, I haven't begun marketing. I realize I haven't sold any books. I try to sound professional and upbeat while pondering how many of us vanity pressers there are and what percentage of Create Space sales come from authors who have no problem with space creating but have trouble space monetizing, who mostly order their own copies they hand out to friends. I wonder if Roy's calls to upsell author pages and video trailers devolve into counseling sessions, are akin to a suicide prevention hotline, if he finds writers are narcissistic Nellies. I trust he is aware of this new phenomena, this leveled playing field, that he and we are surfing on a longboard, riding a wave of giving books back to the people. The first crest, the invention of the printing press, which took us from monks illuminating manuscripts to the commoner owning a book. Now a common person can write a book. I hope Roy has written his own. It is the closest a man gets to birthing a child. The long months laboring, the crowning and push, holding his breath to see if his DNA is viable. I want him to have both butterflies and bile rise as a driver brings a cardboard box up the driveway. It is beyond mysterious that from the ethers of a laptop, actual ink and paper, a spine and jacket are plunked on your doorstep. Thanks to the leverage of a book giant like Create Space, one received such firmament for under $10, a proof in 3 days. It is no minor miracle. Now, potentially, instead of self-publishers stocking their garages, there are virtual warehouses and virtual shredders who toil soundlessly. The books not bought, the sequels there is no demand for. I, like other authors not wanting to know the odds, plug my ears at the sorry statistics. I who counsel my children to have fallback careers for their dreams of being football quarterbacks or rock stars know my chances are worse. I am at the Boston Marathon. Tens of thousands have trained, but only a few chests will feel the resistance of that finish line ribbon. And yet, la, 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 I want my publishing rep to have faith. He might, I hear it in his voice. I wonder if Roy is assigned to me for perpetuity, a word which begins like perplex and purgatory, the place I am in, but ends like acuity and fortuity, the place I hope to go. I like to think Roy knows the power he wields, buying into, for us both, his marketing materials. They could be the fateful factor. And perhaps he does, because he treats me like the next Danielle Steele, as though all things are possible. I hope someday Roy will call his colleagues over to his computer and show them my stable of fine and groomed titles, book reviews that read like Stephen King's book flaps, my sales metrics rising like the stock market in the roaring 20s. Look at what she and I and this new world order did. Keep creating.